morning, West Michigan. Welcome to Thursday. I think that in many ways this week has gone by pretty fast for me, but now we have more snow on the forecast, a little bit slippery out there this morning. Ford Freeway was really a big challenge for a lot of people heading east this morning, and I think it's going to be a really interesting evening and night on the road. So, ready for Arctic air for really the first time this season.
I was thinking of the many ways that we could hunker down at home this weekend.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of things that I need to take care of, though I hate to completely stay at home because that's really the opportunity for us and a lot of other people to really get things done and, you know, go out to dinner and go and do some entertaining and perhaps, you know, get all those errands done that we have on our list. It's really the only time.
Yeah. So many things going on. The big winter weekend in downtown Grand Rapids with the Great Skate. We've got the Griffins in to talk about that because it's just going to be an amazing kind of gathering place. It's really revolutionized downtown during the January stretch. Rosa Parks Circle, kind of that center point. You live just a couple blocks from there.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great gathering spot to either watch the skaters, which we do a lot, or to go down and skate. You know, another great place to go that's opening soon. It's going to be another option as of next month, the middle of February. We've heard for years about the Gun Lake Casino, you know, in Wayland. And then is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? There was a big fight. There were laws. You know, it is happening because the casino finally opens next month. And so they've been working really hard to make it happen. I got the opportunity yesterday to go to dealer school.
Oh, you're kidding.
Dealer school, where they have about 100 dealers they had to hire for this new facility. And they're people, I said, you know, do these people have experience coming in? They're like, no.
Really?
In some places where they have some established casinos, they have people that come in. They say, oh, I worked at this one or this one. But they had to pretty much train people from scratch. And it's men, it's women, it's people of all ages. And they had blackjack tables set up, roulette. I mean, it's really cool. Craps. Okay. And so I snapped this picture because we're doing a story really quick. I don't think we've set a date for it yet. Just talking about all the intricacies that go on in learning to become a dealer. They actually started training at the beginning of December.
Wow.
And they get the perspective of them actually acting as dealer and then acting as guest.
Okay.
So they can see kind of what it feels like, you know, to get a lot of practice at the different games that they're going to be offering there.
Interesting.
It was really interesting.
Wow. Awesome.
And I learned a trick.
You did? A card trick or how to?
A chip trick.
Okay.
Because they have all those chips.
Well,
I don't have it here.
Come on now.
I need to practice.
I
really need to practice. Not so good. I'm not a gambler, but it is interesting for me to watch because I like to watch the dealer and really see the skill involved. Right. And that's what these folks are learning right now. And so they're practicing. They actually go home and practice as if they were learning an instrument because they have to get the feel of what the chips feel like, you know, what it is to go out and, you know, bring the craps and the dice back in and everything. So it's really interesting.
Wow. I can't wait to see the story.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's going to be amazing.
We'll keep you posted on that. The Gun Lake Casino in Wayland next month. If you drive by on 131, you can see their signage is up.
Oh, yeah. And the progress is just really interesting to see, just kind of watching this whole area be transformed. And you wonder, you know, if you could look ahead 5 years at what that whole area will be on 131, because there's always kind of been this big void. You know, you get Wayland, which is kind of a built-up area, but you get really between Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, and there really aren't a whole lot of interchanges with a lot of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
You are exactly right. And this exit, it's exit 61. It's the Bradley exit. There's really not a lot besides the casino there. Wow. But I think that's going to be changing. I mean, one side of the exit isn't even hardly developed. It's like a dirt road.
Right.
I think that's going to be changing really fast.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting to see.
Well, good. Keep us posted. Well, I actually had the opportunity yesterday. I talked about how I had gone through my jewelry box and discovered some treasures, including a little bit of what I thought was gold. And so I just wanted to follow in your footsteps. So I headed to the Gold and Silver Exchange, and actually our executive producer, Christine Kelso, also gave me a box of things that had kind of the gold color in her, from her own jewelry box, some really interesting things. So I was able to go out and talk to Paul, who's fantastic. I know you spent some time with him, just learning about the whole process of how do they figure out how much your gold is worth, how do they weigh it,
if it's authentic even?
Absolutely. And so I had a terrific time. I ended up with the piece airs a week from today. I'm not going to give it away, I ended up with a check that was 3 times higher than I thought it was going to be.
I cannot.
So there we go. Yeah, I was really excited.
Well, a lot of people have asked us. They saw the story and they had questions about, do you feel comfortable going to, this place or that place, and what exactly are they doing? Are you feeling you're getting the best value?
Oh, yeah.
I felt really confident because I even went in and I said, I might not sell. I don't know. There's no guarantees for me. And they said, that's fine.
Right.
How, did you feel better, like, when you gained that knowledge afterward?
Well, here's the thing. The Gold and Silver Exchange is right by the Woodland Mall. Their office is just wonderful. It almost had the environment of walking into a dentist office or a doctor's office. It was really nice, very new. The staff is just fantastic. And I was actually a little embarrassed because I didn't know the value of what I had. And I thought, am I wasting your time here? Am I wasting my time here? And he said, no, that's what we like for people to come in. We'll take a look at what you have, and then you decide if you want to sell it or not. And so gold is at a really high point now. It's worth a lot. So I got quite an education, and it's something that they're so knowledgeable there. If you're interested at all learning more about gold, they also do silver there too, and silver is at a really high price now too. So they have a lot of great expertise, and so we had a lot of fun. So that piece will be airing next week, next Thursday here on 8 West.
I'm excited to see it. I ended up with a lot more money than I thought too, so I'm really excited for you.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
Maybe you're closer to getting that iPad.
I don't know. I could actually. I don't want to really give it away, but there's one thing that I really want, and with the check I had yesterday, I was $20 away from buying it. And I was almost going to buy it, and then I thought, you know what? I think I'm just going to splurge on other stuff. So.
Okay. Well, we brought it up yesterday as well, the debut of American Idol.
Right.
I mean, oh my goodness. Season 10.
Season 10.
We've been waiting for this. At my house, we've been counting down. And it was a really big debut because everyone was watching who loves the show.
Yeah.
For J-Lo and Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
Were they going to be great? Were they going to be kind of soft? Were they going to be hard? What was it going to be like without Simon? And I was pleasantly surprised. I thought that it was great, and I posted that on my Facebook, and I know we posted on the 8 West Facebook as well, and I think that a lot of people were saying that they really liked the new combination of judges.
Right. Well, I was interested, and I was in and out. I watched a little bit of it here, a little bit of it there. I was kind of busy at home last night. But I was surprised, and I think the difference is that, not that Simon and Paula didn't have the expertise, but I think that you really look at an accomplished artist like J-Lo, who's had successful movies. She's a successful dancer. She also, of course, has sold millions and millions of albums. Then Steven Tyler, with the longevity of his career, they really have a great credibility about what it takes to make it in the music industry from a performer standpoint.
It was exciting to see, and I think they were really into it. I even feel like they felt inspired by watching, seeing their faces and seeing them see some of the young people with the dreams that they once had perform, and that was inspiring to them. So yesterday they were in Jersey. They're going to New Orleans for the opening tryouts, and so that should be interesting. They were showing some clips last night, so I'm going to be glued to my TV.
Yeah, a lot of funny stuff, a lot of emotion. So many people, I just don't even know how they get through all of those people. I mean, you have 25,000, 30,000 people who all have to be auditioned. I know they don't all go before that three-judge panel. There's a science to it, obviously.
A screening process.
Yeah,
there needs to be. Yeah.
Well, exciting.